So right now I'm in a hotel room and I'm just like, I'm really thinking, my girlfriend's like out and everything, and I'm kind of just in the hotel room by myself. I have my iPad, so I've just been like playing PUBG, the usual. And I'm just really sitting here and I'm just looking around me and I'm like, what's next? Like, have you ever like really sat there and asked yourself, what's my next move? You know? And with her gone, it seemed like I was like thinking, oh dang, she's gone, blah blah blah. And I was like kind of like free to think the things that, well, not free, but I was sitting with myself and I'm like, is she the one? You know? I feel like so many people just end up together that they just, sometimes they're like, oh yeah, we're hanging out, blah blah blah, and like, oh, so what are you guys? And like, oh, this is my girlfriend, and the girl will literally look at the guy like, oh, I guess we're dating. Just because they've been hanging out a lot recently, And that's happened to me. I just like one time told like my friends that me and this girl that we're hanging out. Like I obviously liked her. Like I was like, oh blah blah blah, like yeah, like she's my girlfriend, and she was like, I am. I was like, yeah, and she's like, okay. Everybody obviously knew like, oh bro, I roped her into it. Like I was like, I think I was in middle school, but like people do that as adults. I'm almost 30, and it's like, dang, I could gladly say that I'm not like that. I mean, obviously I'll have the talk when I talk to a girl, and I'll be like, I like you, you like me, blah blah. Not like that, but like like what is it, the guy from Spider-Man? It's like, I like you, you like me, you're a good woman, make me sandwich. Bro, that guy was I was like, old man, that shit ain't gonna work, dude. What the and it was it Dr. Octopussy. He was like, hey, read her poetry, but like I wrote a rap song. I wrote a little rap song. Pussy, 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 marijuana, wanna. Anyways, no, I really sat here and I was like, no, she's the one. She is the one. And here's some things that led me to believe that. Like, really, really, like, I believe it with my heart and soul. So, like, marriage, obviously, now I gotta go buy a ring for, like thousands of dollars. And, like, if it's not that good, everyone's gonna be like, dang, bro, where'd you get that shit? Dollar store? One of those quarter machine ones. But like, yes, actually, yes, I did. Thank you. Yes, it's real plastic. 24 karat plastic. Can't get that everywhere. Only at those like sketchy Mexican markets. Yes. So you could say it's foreign. Anyways, sorry, Rick and Morty's on TV. Yeah, no, when I had nothing, she stayed with me. When I met her, I was kind of just some like skater dude punk, super awesome rock star. But then as I get older, like I had to build up, and like the way we met and everything is super complicated. But I really, really have seen a fluctuation. Sorry, the tism. A fluctuation in my bank account. As guys, that's what we think about. Like, bro, how am I going to take out the huzz if I don't have any freaking cash money? No! But she was very much different. Now, I never thought of her like that. I was just joking. Anyways, she was different. I was broke. I lost my apartment. I lost my yerb. And she offered me a place. You know what I mean? And then I got back on my feet, started a couple thingies, and then, yeah, no, it was pretty cool. And then it happened again, and then I was back to nothing. But when I had that something, dude, I was making cash money. So I was making chickens. There were a lot of curly fries in that bag, I can tell you that. But throughout the fluctuation, she always pushed me to believe in myself, and she told me, she would literally tell me all the time, like, you got this. It was like I was it was like I was a dog, and she was like, you got this, you're a good boy, blah blah blah, you're smart, you got this, who's a good boy? And I was like, I am. So dude, like It literally, she was a big motivator, even when I was broke. When I had not a dollar to my name, and I would tell her, like, we're gonna spend our last dollar on like an Arizona green tea till I get paid in like a day. And she's like, screw it, we only have $2 left anyways, might as well. But she believed in me. It's not the fact that like, oh, like, you know, I'm dragging her down or anything like that, or she was trashy. It was more so she knew once we got paid there was a budget and that I was going to use it wisely. You know, I feel like in most relationships it's money that divides, and it's really just self-centeredness and no trust. We have joint bank accounts, all the cars are in our name, and dude, we're not even married yet. That might be, I know. Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right here. I get it, yeah. It's not something that you'd be like, dude, what? Bro, she could cook your ass. I get it. But when you know, dude. This is why I'm telling you the reasons. Obviously, that was way later on. Time. Dude, we've been together for so long. I've known her for so long. And it's like, why wait? Why wait? Plus, I'd rather be married before I have kids, because then, bro, the stereotypes. Dude. Another reason. Bro, she cooks and cleans. She cooks and cleans like a professional, dude. She is the best. The best. Like, oh my gosh, dude. I can't even, like, describe how lucky I am to have somebody take care of me. And I talk to her a lot, so I'm like, look, I'm always doing something. I have like ADHD with business and this and that. So I need you there. Pick it up after me, please. I'm stupid, but I need to make cash monies. And she understood, you know what I mean? And she like, I really talked to her, and I was like, look, you're not a slave or anything. It's more so we have different jobs. I'm so based. No. Oh my gosh. She trusts and knows, bro, I can make money better than her. It's not even like a girl or boy thing. It's more so, dude, I'm like devious when it comes to like the make money jutsu. Like, I mastered that like before Tachi. So yeah, I could cook, I could clean. I do cook and clean. It's not like she's always like just like wiping my ass for me, dude. So don't get me wrong. If she's like, Aaron, you left your damn shoes out, put them away, I'm like, oh, dude, it's my bad. You know, like, oh, she did like all, like she cooked a bunch and stuff, dude, I got the dishes, or I'll put shit away. You know, it's not that big of a deal. I feel like when people say it, it's yes or no always. You know, of course, like, I feel like there's like, it's so I don't want to get into that. Anyways, with us, it's never been an issue because we both do stuff. If I'm making food, I'll make a bunch extra just so she can have some. If she's making food, she'll make a bunch extra just so I can have some. It's not a big deal. If she's cleaning up her mess, she's like, oh, I'll just clean up everything. If I'm cleaning up my mess, I'll clean up everything. You know, guys, like, you really gotta like step up your game on stop being a lazy bum. Like, you really do. The only reason I could get away with shit is because, like, I'm doing everything I need to. The only reason she could get away with shit is because she's doing everything she needs to. It's, like, fair. When everybody's doing their shit in the relationship or in a relationship, it doesn't, like, it just flows. And you can't hold contempt for, like, people not doing their jobs or anything. We're all human. It's like, oh, bro, I forgot to wash dishes. Some guys are such douches that they're like, you need to be doing better, you know? All that shit. Some girls are like, you're broke as fuck, like, I need a real man. And it's like, dang, bro, let him cook. Hold up. The deal closes tomorrow. You're talking all that smack, and tomorrow he just became a millionaire. You know, he's going to remember that. She's going to remember that. You know, guys, you guys shouldn't be talking to each other like that. You guys hold such contempt for each other, such resentment. And you guys are petty. That's another reason. We're not petty, or we don't do any of that. We're like super chill people. What happened to being cool, dude? I think that was my first video. What happened to being cool? Just be cool, you know? Be peaceful. Try to find a solution. That's another one. We always try to talk it out, dude. As soon as we're like, dude, as soon as we start bickering, we talk about it. We're like, why are you doing this? I hear her perspective. She hears mine. We find the middle ground. And then we're kind of like, it's almost like fucking CSI. We're like trying to establish a story of what happened and from both perspectives and who could be the most at wrong, or if it even matters, let's just clean it up. You know what I mean? She's super sexy. She's just the nicest person to be around. You know, that's another thing too. Guys, both guys and girls, you guys gotta be nice to chill around. You know what I mean? Some of you guys are such weirdos. I swear. You guys smell and you guys look weird, dude. And you guys can't even be around a chick. Girls, sometimes you just gotta like stop trying to test guys. Like, bro, like, we get it. You're a girl boss. You could do whatever you want. I don't care. But like, dude, be cool. You know what I mean? Be cool. It's like, you know, I'm her best friend, right? You should be afraid of me. It's like, okay, that was a weird first thing to say. I was like, hey, you know I'm her boyfriend? You should be scared of me. Bro, that sounds so bad if I say it, dude. Come on, that's not cool. Anyways, just be cool. You know, being cool will go a long way because, you believe it or not, she's not just your girlfriend. I feel like most people that just end up together, they just end up banging for a long time, and then they just stay together banging, and they never establish like, oh, this is who you are, this is who you are, I feel comfortable banging you. I feel like those people are like the NPCs, and then they have like an NPC dumbass baby. You know what I mean? Like, they're not friends, they just chill and hang out, you know what I mean? They're just quiet in the house together. And I know a lot of you girls can, like, you know, relate to that, because like some of your guys, yeah, they might be chill looking and stuff, but he's dumb as a rock, dude. He's an idiot. He's a moron and he's stupid. Like, come on. Like, some of you hotties out there, bruh, you choose the dumbest guys and you're like, why did he leave me? Why isn't he paying attention? And he's like playing Xbox, or he's like ignoring you and shit. You know, I understand, guys, you could go do whatever you want and she should be chill. And sometimes girls, like, you know, they're like, where are you? What are you doing? Who are you talking to? Do you wipe your ass counterclockwise or clockwise? What's the smell of your armpit smell like? Is it like chocolate, onions, or BO today? It's like, dude, sometimes girls, leave them alone. You know, there's a balance to everything. And I feel like our balance is kind of where we established. And it's kind of like, I should be able to do whatever I want, to the extent of, why would I do anything to jeopardize our relationship or just to push a boundary or prove a point? That makes no sense. Hold on, I gotta check my potatoes. Oh no. So they were done boiling and there was no water. That's not good. Bro, I saved them just in time. Anyways. Yeah, no, it's another thing that I feel. If you hear like little squeaks, that's not me farting, it's the leather chair. Hold on. See what I mean? Or I'm just ripping ass. It's like. Anyway. Yeah, how do you know she's the one? Look for signs. Do you like being around here? Her here? Or do you like being around her? Is she kind of like your best friend? Is she at least a friend that you could trust? A friend you could trust is now upgraded to best friend, because you can have a lot of friends but not trust any of them. Think about that. Value the people you trust. And then what you should do, what I've done, can I trust her? Yes, obviously, duh. Come on, Kobe. I feel like a lot of you are like, bro, but you know, I wouldn't trust her, fool. You know, like, you know, she kind of wild. She from the streets. I think I could change her. Like, bro, like, if you can't trust her, like, dude, don't be with her. That's the dumbest thing ever, to try and make somebody that's super, super sketch into like a housewife is super crazy. That's like bringing a coyote inside and being like, oh yeah, dude, sit. That's a terrible analogy. I did not mean to compare girls to that. All right. Girls, just to be fair, would you go out and buy, and like there's a wild pig out there? You know, men, we're pigs. I get it. You know, I get it. I gotta be fair here, boys. We're pigs. Cool. Would you go out and get a wild pet pig, one that's like all muddy, dirty, it's like almost turning into a boar, it's like eating everything, it's thrashing everything, it's a danger? Or would you just go get a pig from the market and then raise it? You know what I mean? Like one of those little pot-belly pigs. You know what I mean? There's like, look for somebody who you think you could be compatible with. And yeah, hey, there's somebody out there for everybody. You know, and I know I'm kind of being mean to, like, you know, all, like, the mean people. Do they deserve love? Yes, they do, you know. But I'm going to let you know right now, until you fix that attitude, it's going to be way harder in your relationship. You know what I mean? Because how you are is how you treat people. You can only be nice for a certain amount of time until you're like, oh, dude, you know what? I've already gotten laid a bunch. I don't need to be nice to her anymore. I've pretty much locked it down. We live together. She ain't going anywhere. Now I can show my true colors. Stop doing that, guys. Come on. Be real. Be real. And girls, stop trying to use guys. Come on. Not cool. Not cool. Because honestly, a lot of guys actually like a lot of girls. And a lot of girls just think, man, I could get a better guy. That's not cool. Yeah, guys do that too. And see, that's the thing. Most people are like, oh yeah, well, what they do it to. See, that's contempt and resentment right there, dude. If you're like, I'm just saying, especially in like when it's a very specific case where it's like, oh, hey, like you're doing this. It's like, well, what about you? You do this. You know, it's like, if you're one of those people, you're a piece of shit. Honestly, that's not cool. You shouldn't treat people like, as soon as, like, why are you going to point the finger back, especially if you're caught with the hand in the cookie jar? It's like, well, you ate a cookie like 2 days ago. Okay. Yes, but we said we were going to save the cookies for the bake sale or some shit. Hypothetical scenario. We don't do any of that, and that's how I know. I feel like a lot of people too, because of YouTube and like, you know, just media. Honestly, I blame the rappers and shit, fucking up the culture and stuff like that. Because honestly, it's just guys to like try to be like, you know, gangsta and like, you know, treat girls like shit. It's not cool. And girls, like, well, you go for guys like that. So, you know, como es caca pues. I don't know. I just see a lot of people making bad decisions, and I really wish the best for them. So, people are like, wow, you must fucking hate everybody. I'm like, okay, guy. But yeah, no, I know she's the one because I can 100% trust her. And I have. We have joint bank accounts, dude. Come on. All my cars are in, all our cars, wink, wink, huh, guys, are in our names. Obviously, I trust her. You know, and it's because we don't do any of that. I can trust that she'll, you know, be reasonable. She'll be cool. I like, you know, we wouldn't, or at least in the moment, right now, I don't think we would. So why not? And like, oh yeah, bro, but you know, things change and stuff. You know, a lot of these people and influencers, you could tell they're douchebags in real life, though. You know what I mean? They could be one thing on YouTube, but then be like a fucking prick to their girlfriends. And a lot of them are like, yeah, you know, we're happy and stuff. I have a wife, you know, we're cool. But you don't know if he gets home and she's like, bro, I fucking hate this guy. Like, he made me stand in front of a YouTube video, like, looking like a fucking slave for everybody. You know? And girls, just because you have to wash dishes doesn't mean you're a fucking slave, dude. If you're gonna, like, wash your dishes anyways, hey, could you please wash mine while I, like, wipe down the table? Oh, God. You know what I mean? Like, and guys, be nice about it, too. Don't be like, hey, here. And just give her dishes. That's fucked up. But, yeah, I know she's the one. Because we're not mean people, and we're super cool to each other. She's awesome. She's, like, my best wing. And I have guy friends, too. Don't worry. And, yeah, no. Super cool. I'll let you guys know when I pop the question. I'm like, I'll do it like Michael Scott. Will you marry me? I will.